So we're on our way to our last trial of 2024. We haven't done a lot of trialling this year. We've done a lot more hunting because we've had some crop of it. But yes, it's a retrieving ability test for Gundogs. The novice is up first, and Winston's not in that one because he's already got a novice title and has placed in restricted. So we will be competing in open. All right. So warming up just before the run, I usually get Winston and I, 2 dogs out to give him a fairly good run. It's a little bit different if you're dog 1. So usually by this point I would have already had, if I was dog 1, I would have already had the dog out doing this activity and warmed up, ready to go. So when I go back to the car, I'm ready to go and he's ready to go. I'm using a canvas dummy here because the trial is actually on canvas dummies. So just preempts him. This is what I'm supposed to be picking up. So if I see it on the run, that's what I'm picking up. I'm not picking up a pigeon. I'm not picking up a duck. I'm not picking up a rubber doken. It's a canvas dummy that we're looking for. So it primes him. So it doesn't have to be far. It's just a short little retrieve, just to air him out, get him ready, get his muscles going, get him warmed up and ready for the trial. So this is one of the first exercises. I can mix these exercises up in any order. So this is a walking the hill, and it has to consist of 3 turns as well. So this can be done like in a paddock here, or it can be done in some cover. It just depends on what property they're using. The dog must walk the hill and take the pace of the owner. So this is the second activity, or classified as exercise 2, which is a sit, stay, and recall with a stop about halfway. The dog needs to stop to the command. I believe this is where we lost all our points because Winston did a very, very slow stop, and you'll see it here. He did stop eventually when I gave him a second command, but he didn't really stop. I had to give him a second command. So I would have lost a fair few points on this one. So this is a walk-up retrieve. It's to simulate that if you're walking to a dam and a bird just pops up out of nowhere as you walk into your duck hide, you shoot at the bird and then send the dog to retrieve the walk-up. So it's just almost like the dog has to remain steady to the flush. So you see it here. I'm directly in front of the judge there. Winston's seen it and I've sent him. Sorry about the camera stuff. It's a bit of a windy day. So this one's only about a 50-metre retrieve, which is a typical sort of duck. That's probably the top end of the duck retrieve. And then you walk back to heel, back to the starting point, hand over the dummy, and the dog goes back on lead. This is the second retrieve that we were doing. You either can do a double mark retrieve or a double rise retrieve. So the judge here has decided to do a double rise retrieve. And he's walking to the pegs. The dog sees one bird go up, but she's actually going to get 2 birds. 2 birds have been fallen in the same area, or been shot in the same area. So the dog has to go back to the same area. This is where I think we lost a few points as well, because he overran the dummy and overran the mark. So he went all the way over the back. But I do believe that there's a lot of scent on the ground because the novice had 14 dogs in at the start of this, and I think there was a lot of scent on the ground, and the wind was actually pushing towards that hill, so pushing the scent from those reeds or that cover up onto that hill. Because yes, the dog after Winston actually did the same thing as well. So it wasn't that he mismarked it; it was just he was he was trusting his nose more than his eyesight. So he goes back out to the same area, finds the canvas dummy, picks it up, and comes back. He did need a little bit of encouragement going out, so that would have cost me a little bit of points because he's sort of popped a little bit and then gone again. So I would have lost a couple of points there as well as the points at the start for that first retrieve where he's overrun the mark. And that's it. It's a very short, sharp retrieve. The good thing about RATGs is you do not need a gun license because you're not shooting over your dog. Okay, so it doesn't test for gun shyness or shooting over your dog, but it's a step. If you spend all this money to go get a gun license and you don't really like retrieving, then it's a bit of a waste of money spending all that time. So this is a really good intro in getting your dog ready, possibly ready for one, either the field, or two, if you wanted to go down the trialling route, then it gives you a little bit of a taste of what it's like, because it is a bit of obedience and a bit of retrieving all in the one trial. Okay, so if you wanted to find out any more information, find out with your local Gundog club or ask your state governing body here in Australia, which is either Dogs New South Wales, Dogs Queensland, Dogs Victoria, Dogs Tasmania. They'll be able to direct you in the right area. Who's running these? They run about 35 of these type of trials every year. Like I said, there's two levels. There's novice and there's open. Novice, it seems easy, and it is easy to get into if you put the work in. Okay, it's just 4 exercises. They can be run at any time or in any order. So prepare for that. But it gives you such a good relationship with your gun dog to be able to do these sort of activities besides just doing obedience or rallyo or any other type of dog sport. I'm not saying that these dog sports are any less better than, say, the gun dog, but it's using your gun dog's specific traits and phenotypes to be able to do what they were designed to do, and that was to work out in the field with the gun. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like and subscribe, please, and keep training. Winston did really well. We ended up getting second. We just scraped enough points to get a pass, so that's his first pass in Open. So you hit 3 passes, you get a title in that particular stake. So please give it a go, have some fun with your dogs, and have a good one.